You have tried meditation. You have tried mindfulness. Maybe even therapy, journaling, or all kinds of inner work. Yet something inside never quite settles. What if the issue isn't that you are broken, but that you have been starting from the wrong place? Vedanta isn't about fixing the mind. It asks a much deeper question. Who is the you that has this mind? If that made you pause, you are already closer than you think. Because at the heart of it, every modern seeker wants the same thing. Real clarity, not just another spiritual concept to chase. Maybe you have felt this. If I just fix my mind, if I just heal this one wound, if I just achieve this next goal, then I will finally be at peace. You meditate, you listen, you read, yet something still feels missing. Does that sound familiar? Vedanta steps in with a radical shift. The peace you want is not something you have to create. It is already here. What is missing is clarity about who you really are. And as that becomes clear, your relationship with your mind, emotions, and life itself begins to transform, not by force but by understanding. As we start to explore this, it helps to have a clear, grounded framework that does not float off into concepts but actually speaks to your lived experience. That is where Vedanta, and more specifically Advaita Vedanta, comes in for me personally. I am Trupti. I teach Advaita Vedanta, and on this channel I share practical, down-to-earth wisdom rooted in Vedanta. Not to give you more ideas to believe, but to help you see your own experience more clearly. So let us start very simply. What is Vedanta? The word Vedanta comes from two Sanskrit words, Veda and Anta. Veda means knowledge, Anta means end or culmination. So Vedanta literally means the culmination of knowledge, the deepest understanding of life and of who you really are. Traditionally, Vedanta is rooted in the Upanishads, the final and most philosophical part of the Vedas, some of the oldest spiritual texts in the world. But as a modern seeker, you do not need to memorize any of that. Vedanta is not a new practice or belief system. It is a way of looking that asks, if thoughts, emotions, and situations keep changing, then who is the one that is aware of all of it? From a Vedantic perspective, the peace you seek is not somewhere out there in a future version of yourself. It is already here as your real nature. You simply have not been shown how to see it clearly yet. In this series, we are going to ground that in daily life, not in abstract philosophy. If someone asks you right now, who are you? The answer typically comes from two places, the body and the mind. I am this woman or man. I am my age, my job, my roles. I am anxious, confident, sensitive, strong. Vedanta gently asks a deeper question. Are you the changing, or are you the one who is aware of the changing? Your body has changed since you were 5. Your thoughts and emotions change every hour. Your roles change with every stage of life. But there is something that does not change. It is the simple sense of I am, the aware presence that knows all of these changes. Vedanta uses words like Atman or self for this. But we do not have to get stuck on Sanskrit terms. The essential point is this: when you stop identifying with what constantly changes, you begin to notice what you truly are. The sense of something is missing in me comes from a simple confusion, taking every thought and emotion to be me. When a thought like I am a failure or I am unlovable appears and you wear it as your identity, suffering becomes intense. Vedanta points to this as the root of our pain, mistaking the changing body and mind story for the whole of who you are. From there, even positive moments in life feel fragile, haunted by the fear of loss, not being enough, or death itself. Seeing this clearly brings a very practical shift. It creates inner space. You can feel deeply, act wisely, and still not be swallowed by every wave of thought and emotion. Overthinking, relationship pain, stress, and fear of the future start to loosen their grip when you stop identifying with every movement of the mind. Vedanta is often misunderstood. It is not a set of dogmas you must blindly believe. It is not an excuse to escape responsibility. It is not a promise of heaven or some future reward. Vedanta is more like a mirror. It helps you see clearly what is already true in your own experience. You do not have to force yourself to believe I am Atman. What Vedanta asks you to do is to logically and carefully examine every experience that you attach to the word I. If you are a modern seeker looking for clarity, not complexity, Vedanta is your map. In upcoming videos, we will go more deeper into its methods and its most misunderstood ideas. You can subscribe and turn on the bell if you want to explore this journey of non-dual understanding together, without jargon, without dogma, just honesty and curiosity. Thank you for being here and for your sincerity as a seeker. See you in the next video.